Hear me? Let me go to my app real quick. 1 second. I think the app's not up. Man, this is a ghetto live cast. I'm all unprepared and everything. My bad. Hey, I'm back. I'm reconnected. I'm sorry about that. Man, I am messed up. Yeah, it's a freeze. Yeah, it was a freeze. It disconnected me. Y'all been having problems. Y'all can hear me, right? So y'all can hear me? So the mic is working. Mr. Lucky said, don't blame the internet. Yeah, it was the internet yesterday. He said body cam with bodyguards. Yeah, I'll be okay, I think. I'll be okay. Champagne, what's okay? Champagne, what's going on? All right, listen, we're 3 minutes into this. I'm going to stay on here for a little while. I'm going to stay on here for a while. At least an hour. But depending on how things go, I might stay on a little bit longer as always. What's up, Antoinette? Now, listen, what do y'all want to talk about tonight? Because, I was trying to do a poll, but for some reason, the thing wouldn't come up and do anything. It wouldn't let me go through. I don't know what was going on. But what topic? Y'all want to have an open forum tonight? Y'all want story time again? Me acting crazy, me telling y'all crazy stories? Or y'all want to talk about any particular topic? I got to look over here to read it. So what y'all want? You want story time with Stock Market Steve? You want to talk about a particular topic, or you would just want to do a Q&A? Story time. You want to do story time, Aldretta? Crazy stories go from y'all be liking them crazy stories, man. Some of the stories I'll be embarrassed. I'm telling these stories, I'm gonna end up getting killed telling these stories. I'm good though without saying the names, because if y'all want you want the story time, all right, give me about 30 seconds. I'm gonna give y'all 2 stories. All right. Okay, yeah. One of the days from hell. You got that right. So, all right. You got about 20 seconds. I'm trying to let some people get in. Man, we got 36 people in here, man, and with 5 likes. Man, hit the like button. Come on, man. Come on, hit the like button. We got 5 likes and 35 people in here. Mr. Lucky say, what did I go to jail for? Dumb shit. I went to jail for robbery. Now, story time. All right, guys, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all 2 stories. All right. One of them is a little edgy. I didn't know if I could tell this or not, but it's a medical story, but it's funny as hell. The first story I'm going to tell you is a date, right? We're going to do a date. Date from hell. Now listen, I was divorced. It's 2023 now. I was divorced 3.5 years ago. So that got to be like what? Late 2020, right? Now, during the time I was getting divorced in Texas, when you file for divorce and me and my significant other decide we're going to go on divorce, right? What we did was we were still living in the same house and we had property we had to divide, right? I was like, okay. She was like, well, we might as well see other people since we're going our own way. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we both get on Tinder. Now, I ain't been on a date in a minute because I was married for 6 years prior to doing this. So like, I'm in my late 40s. You married, you thinking nothing's going to happen. You're going to be with this person forever. So I gave all that up. So I got to figure out how to get on Tinder again. She get on Tinder, right? When she get on Tinder, I get on Tinder. So all of a sudden, we start meeting all these people. We start getting all these hits and all this other stuff. So we got this thing where, okay, if I go on a date, we don't go on a date at the same time, you know, because we had a little girl at the time. One person watched the kid. You know how it go. I wound up going on this date. So I meet this lady, and the lady is older than me, right? The lady at the time, 3 years ago, I was what, 47? So I'm like 47. This lady, she got to be like 58 years old. But she's established. I'm established. But she looked very young. The conversation on the phone was good and all this stuff. We talking for like 2 weeks. She managing her business. I'm managing mine. Long story short, I'm 40. I'm 50. So my Shauna Lee, I'm 50. So check it out. I say, okay, we'll meet at the Cheesecake Factory, right? Now, I don't know if any of y'all, I don't want to say where the cheesecake, I don't want to do that. We meet at the Cheesecake Factory in Houston, right? So we've been talking about this all week. And I'm excited to get back out there because, you know, the divorce process is draining. You want to go and meet somebody new, take your mind off of the situation, so on and so forth. So some of y'all know this. So we go out there. I get to the Cheesecake Factory, right? Now I get there, like I'm a time person. So I get there like 15 minutes, right? Early. No, this wasn't yesterday. So next thing you know, right? When I go, they seat me. Now it's crowded in there. Now this guy's, in fact, I'm bad with numbers. Remember when COVID just ended and like people was just starting to go back out? This is the time it was. And that's very important in this story. So people are still wearing masks, right? But like when, you know, they say, hey, the protocol was like, hey, you could take your mask down and eat, but you know, you got to wear your mask. If you're eating in the restaurant, you don't have to wear a mask, but you got to wear a mask walking around people and stuff like that. What's up, Trista? So all of a sudden, I'm in there and I'm dressed nice. I got the smell good on. I'm trying to be impressive. The face was shaved. I didn't have all this gray. You know what I mean? You couldn't tell me nothing. I go up in there. I'm sitting down. You know, she older, so I want to impress and be like, you know, I'm mature and stuff. So we go up in there, right? All of a sudden, 15 minutes pass. The waiter like, yo, you want to order something? I'm like, nah. He like, you want a drink? I'm like, I don't drink. So I just got a water standing in front of me, right? All of a sudden, this is all you hear. Stephen, the party of Stephen. And they keep saying this. I'm like, the party of Stephen, party is more than one. So I'm looking, but I'm not paying attention. Next thing you know, about 20 minutes past now, I'm starting to get pissed because the waiter keep coming back like, hey, man, you want a drink? I don't want no damn drink, man. Damn, I want the girl to come. Just relax. He ain't mean no harm. But anyway, last time. Party for Stephen. It's one guy. Your date is here, Stephen. I said, what the hell? And the place is crowded because everybody's trying to get back out from COVID. You know, we was locked in. Everybody was just going to go back to normal. So the place crowded. I'm like, what the fuck? I look over to the thing, right? This her. Oh, loud as hell. Oh, there you go. Oh, I see him. He killed two girls. She daps the guy, right? So when he daps the guy, I'm looking and she comes over. I swear to God, she did not look like the picture. I think that picture was from like 7-8 years ago. She had, like, you know how people smile a lot and they get the, you know, they sound like I get these lines, and age lines around the mouth, right? She had all of that. She had crow's feet, like real bad. Her eyes was like this. I'm like, what the fuck is you? Why are you sleepy? So she come up, she got the mask on, right? So I come in there and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? Now, I don't have my mask on. I'm sitting down. I stand up. She's walking to me and she's already loud. And she's talking to me across the room, walking loud as shit. Oh, I can't believe it's really you. I'm like, damn. So next thing you know, right? You know, you meet somebody for the first time. You go in for the hug. When I go in for the hug, she hit me with that Martin Lawrence right to my face in front of everybody. She was like, yeah, man. I'm standing there like this with my fucking arm out, trying to be a gentleman. You had me make here fucking 30 minutes. You just show up. I'm looking stupid. I'm the only one not with a date. And I come and here you go with this talk to the hand bullshit. Man, you giving orders, bitch. You're lucky your ass sitting in here. You're lucky I'm standing here. Now I mean to cuss. This is how I'm thinking. Check it out. When she did that hand in the face bullshit, I looked at the hand like, and got the nerve to sit down. That ain't nothing though. Watch this. When she sat down, it was around the time when some female, some of y'all know, what's that name of that female judge, Supreme Court judge that died? I forgot her name. It was a man, I ain't into politics like that. It was a female Supreme Court judge that died recently in the last few years. She comes in and she sits down. She did just like this. Now, after she gave me to talk to the hand, she sit down. Now, I sit down. I cross my legs. I'm trying to look, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I know I'm dressed nice. I know I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? I said, how you doing? This her. She sat down just like this. Now, you know, you sit across from somebody. She sat down in the seat. Instead of facing me like this, she sat down and did just like this. Huh. Such and such died. Like the Supreme Court Justice lady died. I was so depressed. I was crying, putting my clothes on. I did like this. Yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That's who it was. She's like, Bader Ginsburg died. I was crying, putting on my clothes. And I was like, who says that? Like, what? Why would that make you cry? You know what I'm saying? So that was strike one. That talk to the hand was a half a strike. Strike one was that. So that was strike one. Strike two was this. They ordered the food, right? We ordered the food. She ordered a cheeseburger. I ordered like, I forgot what dish it was. I like rice and stuff like that. They had rice, beans. I think it's Caribbean shrimp or something. Watch this. I'm eating. And I look at her and she's conversating with me. And I'm eating, I'm looking at her. And I see like something like grease on her mask. I'm like, but she's sitting there. And I'm like, what, you okay? It was like a grease mark on the mask. She never took the mask off. She was like, I said, you all right? She was like, yeah, why yes. I'm like, what's that on your mouth? You don't want to be embarrassed. I'm like, what's that on your mouth right there? She like, oh, nothing, I'm chewing. So when she said it, it didn't register with me yet. So I'm sitting there talking with her. So I start eating again. I look up, yo, check this out. She would pull the mask down, take a bite of the burger. It was ketchup and all kind of lettuce around her fucking mouth. She would put the mask back up and chew. All that was grease and grime and stuff on the mask. Ew, man, oh my God. Who does that? Who does that? Why is this always happening to me? Like, damn. So that was strike two. That was like 2.5 right there. I couldn't. I'm like, you're eating with the mask on? I'm like, why are you doing that? This her. I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to get. She brought her own silverware from the house. Her own silverware. And she brought it. It was in a makeshift, like, it looked like a watch box. Remember the watch, the jewelry watch? It was like a gold box with cotton in it. And it had a fork, a knife, and a spoon. And they all were wrapped in individual pieces of napkin with a rubber band around it. I was like, who does that? Yeah, COVID's in the air. Some say it's caused by 5G. When she said that, I was like, your phone is at 5G, is it? I don't want it near me. Yo, like 5G wasn't even an issue. I'm like, yo. So I didn't, yeah, you're right, Angela, that I sure can pick him. And it's like, man, lead them dating Absalom, man. Listen, she had, listen, I'm getting mad. I shouldn't have told the story that blew my whole shit. She had like she was eating a cheeseburger, right? And then she ate it all and she was, dipping in the fries and stuff. So I said, why don't you take the mask off? Because everybody started looking. And I'm like, why don't you take the mask off, and just have a good time. I said, nobody's going to, people got the vaccine. Nobody's going to, you're not going to die in here. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm a complete germaphobe, right? I said, what did you say? She pulled the mask down so I could hear. She was like, I'm a complete germ. And when she said it, like a piece of hamburger meat just flew out of her mouth. And it landed right here on my nose. Like I could feel it was cold and wet. And I know she's seen it because like she jumped and I jumped. I was like, oh. You try to play it off. But it just like spittle just shot right here, like on my face. I was like, okay. And I just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get you? You seen it fly. It was slow motion anyway. That shit was like, you know what I mean? It's like Hiroshima. Like, come on, you seen it coming over here. And I'm so dumb. I just stood there like a sick puppy, just letting it land on me. Anyway, now I got an attitude because she's just weird. I'm like, okay, I'm going to let her go home and I'm going to go my separate ways. Because something about me, guys, I'm being honest, I have a problem ghosting people. You got to really do something bad for me to ghost you. I think that's what my problem is. I'm like, okay, she ain't going to see me no more. You got to do something to really disrespect me. She ain't did nothing but just be awkward. So me, I was just going to slow play her on the telephone. You know what I'm saying? And just slowly not answer the calls. That's how I ghost. Hey, what's going on, Latoya? I'm doing good. Right? So listen, I already planned that. We leave. Now, I was going to ghost her, right? Like I said, I was going to ghost her. I was going to slow roll on the phone. But me, I'm a man. I'm stupid. I'm thinking about how she sound on the phone and how, the conversation is, and we have some things in common. And I'm like, Steve, you're not going, you're older now. You're not going to get everything you want in life out of one woman. And that's true. When we dating people, guys, sometimes when you get up in age, there are things you will and won't accept. Because remember, people had lives and history with interacting with people before they got to you. So it's not going to be no perfect person, especially when you get up in age like me. Now, so I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to be nice. Me, I'm stupid. I stand up. She stand up. Now, with all the loudness and goofiness, I ain't pay attention to what she had on. She looked really nice. But when she got up, I seen that little bubble in the back. Stupid old me. You know what? It wasn't that bad. She just spit in my face one time. I'm stupid. I'm looking at that bubble like that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. It might still be some potential here. So check it out. We leave, go outside. When we go outside, I say, "Where's your car?" "Oh, well, it's over here. It's over here." So next thing you know, right? I'm like, "Well, get in my car," because I wanted to see my whip. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Get in the car, and I'll take you over there." Right, fronting like a mother. She get in the car. Oh, wait. Oh my God, it's coming back to me. I almost messed up. Y'all know how I do with this. Listen. When we was inside the place, right, before we left, she had got strike 3. She said, this before I looked at the bubble, she said, let's go Dutch. I said, bet. You know what I'm saying? The food came out. I mean, it was like $64 or something. I counted off the money. So I gave 40 to be a gentleman. It's 64, so that's like what, 30 something? I paid like 40 some of her part. You know what she did? I left my wallet inside the car. I'm like, all right, cool. She said, take me to my car and I'll give you the money back. That's why she was in my car. So when I got up, I didn't think nothing about it, but it kind of made me mad. I'm like, first you come late, then you eat the damn burger with the mask on, you embarrass me, you spit in my face, now you ain't got the damn money up here. Like, I mean, you're too old to be that irresponsible. So anyway, I drive her around. She can't find the car, guys. We was out there for 45 minutes. I said, you don't know where your car at? The place ain't but so big. Where's your car? We go around the mall. I just drive, and then I can't get down this certain street, so I drive, and it directs me around the mall. Right? Around the parking lot. Go around the parking lot. She was on the other side of the building. She wouldn't even with it. I said, that's why your dumb ass was late. Because your sense of perception is off. and you parked 7 blocks down from where the restaurant was. So now I'm like, all right, this mug's the airhead. Ain't nothing left but the bubble. I'm gonna see what it's gonna hit. Because she told me this. She's like, I like you. You all right? Why don't you come to my house tonight? Now I was like, okay, cool, okay. So I'm thinking I'm getting the bubble. You know what I mean? She did have that shit was turkey back there. You know what I mean? It was bucket. I goes. She leave. I leave. I didn't know she lived 2 miles away from the place in these nice luxury apartments, like penthouse type style Jones, right? She like follow me out. I follows her out, right? When I'm following her, the light catches me because somebody came out of traffic and I got between her and she just drove through the light. But the light was yellow and she was like a little bit ways back and you knew I wasn't behind you. Why you keep going? So it was a straightaway. So now I'm panicking. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to chase the cat. I pull around the dude. I'm looking at him all crazy. Like, why you getting away? I'm road raging, but I'm watching them lights. As soon as the light turned green, I take off like it's a drag strip. I catch up to her. As I catch up to her, she turned. She go to her building and then she turned to a building. This is the kind of building where it's a parking garage and then a apartment building is in it. It's almost like a hospital. You got to go around the thing, the ramp and all that stuff going up there. That's where all the people park. It's not an outdoor parking place like most places. I'm behind her. She said, pull at the front office, right? Now she called me, pull at the front office, walk around to the gate that you see me come up because they'll tow your car and park where the guest parking is, and you can stay there all night. So when she said all night, I'm like, oh, bet I'm definitely in. Check this out. Dumb shit. Too old for this. I parks the car. I walks over there to the gate. Now I'm standing there. And the area I'm standing in, I'm like the only black dude out there, and it's starting to get dark. So people are coming out and they're looking like, what are you doing? She like, stand by the door. So I'm standing by the door and I look weird, like nobody would stand where I'm standing. So I'm standing out there and on my phone, I look suspicious. Every time people coming out walking their dogs, they jumping like, yo, who is you? I'm like, it's going to be a matter of time for the police to come. Watch, somebody going to call the cop. This is a strange black dude down here. I pay all this rent per month and he shouldn't be standing there. You know the bullshit. Listen. I stood out there for 30 minutes. I start calling on the phone. Hey, what's up? This her. This is the mindset of people. Look at this. Oh, something's wrong with my car. Now she's still in the car. For some reason, it won't turn over. I said, well, I'm a mechanic. Let me come up there and take a look at your car. In my past life, before I was a business owner, I'm a mechanic. What's up, Brian? So listen, hold on. Another 15 minutes passed. Now I'm out there 45 minutes, right? I'm like, yo, the police gonna come. Now I'm looking dumb. I'm like, okay, something is up. So I'm like, hey, what's going on with you? Right? She don't answer the phone. It keeps going to voicemail. I call like 4 or 5 times. I said, man, I feel like I'm blowing this chick up. So I'm like, is she all right? Did something happen? So now I'm waiting for the gate to go up so I can run up in there because she said she stayed on the second floor. So all I had to do is run around the parking garage that one time. Listen, no cars came. I get a text on the phone. Steve, I had a great time. We must do this again. We got to do this again. But honestly, I'm a little tired. I'm going to go to bed. Burger Queen, leave me alone. I got to go to bed. I said, go to bed. It's only 9:30. Because, we went to the date early so I could just spend some time with her. If she was whack, I had enough time to act like I cared and then leave. She the one that invited me over to the house and all this stuff. So she tells me, oh, had a good time. You got to do this again. In a text message. I'm going to take my car to the what's the name. I'm kind of down because my car's in. But I mean, you understand, right? And then she just ended it like that. I got it. She never paid me the money. Yo, I was like, this old motherfucker just gave me for a meal. I'm like, how did I fall for the BS? Now I get in the car, I start cussing to myself. Y'all know, don't act like I'm crazy. Y'all be doing that too. You get mad, you talk to yourself. I'm driving. I'm like, I ass wouldn't even want to hit. I just want to see the apartments look nice. I'm just making up stuff. I just want to see how the house look. You embarrassed, so you just talk to yourself and you say, I'm stupid. Listen, that was on a Saturday. I don't call her no more. She has enough sense not to call me. So now I go back to the house. I start living my life again. The next Saturday, right? I get a call early in the morning. I'm going to the gym, right? I'm going to the gym. And I get a call around 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning while I'm on my way to the gym. I'm in the parking lot. I'm going to do her voice exactly how she said, how she sounded. She said, I answered the phone. I seen it was her. I was like, hey, what's up? Because I'm not going to act like I got an attitude even though I did. I ain't going to look like I was petty. I was like, what's going on? Steve, thank God it's you. I was like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, I was thinking about how I did you, and I was so rotten. It was so rotten and mean, right? I just threw my hands up and I couldn't get you out of my head. I'm giving it up to God. I said, what does that mean? Steve, I'm scared, but I want you. I want you. Shit. You want me how? I said, because the last time you bullshitted. Now I'm just talking. Nah, she wasn't white. She was a black lady. That's the thing. The voice. That's why I thought she was crying. I'm like, you black. You cried over the Supreme Court judge dying. You don't even know her. And that's why you was late. That's why I was like, and if you looked at her, she don't look like she sound, and the way she looks, she don't look like she would act like this. Listen, she kept saying, I want you. I want you. I want you. And I said, want me how? I want all of you. I want you to spend the night. And then she said some erotic stuff. She was like, I want to feel you inside me. Why did you say that to me? It's been a long time. Immediately the madness went right out the window. I was like, I hear you. I hear you, girl. You'll get me tonight. Listen. Now I go in the weight room. I'm lifting weights extra heavy. I'm trying to get the pump. I'm trying to look. I done forgot about all the bullshit, right? I goes over the house. I meet up with her like 7 o'clock. We go out, eat. It's this burger joint. She got this thing with burgers. I don't know what it is. It's this burger joint. She goes to get burgers, and it was a nice place. It was like some alternative burgers, like I ain't never ate the shit they had, but it was really nice. Had music. So go get the burgers. She holding hands with me and stuff. The donkey was still there. You know what I mean? Little bubble in the back was still there. Everything was good. Hey, come back to the crib. All right. I said, but I'm gonna park. Like, this is what I did though. See, I was prepared for that. When I got there, now I came and seen her twice at her house, and she would always talk to me about a pool. I should have noticed that too. She would always talk to me about a pool. And it's a grand place. But anyway, this time when I went over there, I said, listen, we'll go in your car. You'll drive us to this burger place because you know where it's at. And I didn't bring up the past stuff, but I just, it was in my mind. That way, when we come back, you got to drive in that thing, and then we got to go to your house. I'm going to put your money where your mouth is. So we get in her car. She like, you drive. I'm like, all right. I'm driving her Mercedes or whatever it was. Driving. We go back to the crib. When we go back to the crib, right? We talking. I found out she invested in the stock market. I invested in the stock market. We had some in common and all this other stuff, right? Now, we back at the house. Now, we there like 2 hours. Now, I'm older, so it ain't like, we teenagers where we got to come in there and start kissing and like get down to it. I really want to know who she is. And I asked these questions like, yo, what was up with this shit? Thing. Oh, well, I was nervous. I didn't know you was attractive. The crazy stuff people be saying. So I'm like, all right. I didn't know you. I thought about it. I wanted you, but I had to make something up so you didn't come upstairs. Anyway, I'm in the house now. We're sitting there around 9 o'clock. So she like, let's go in the room and watch TV. I'm like, bet. You know what I mean? Finally, something going to happen. I'm going to get some snuggles or something. I'm going to get up on this. Go in the room, man. She don't have no cable TV, which is not a bad thing. But she had this thing that was on top of her TV. And this lady had money. So I don't know. She had stuff I've never seen before. It was like a box. It was a red box, but it was like clear plastic and it was see-through with a microchip in it. It was on top of her TV. And she had this small remote control that was made out of red transparent plastic, and she would click on it. Every channel that was on there was like old shows, like Barney Miller, like, I don't know, some of y'all young people don't remember Barney Miller, Andy Griffith show. Like it was like the basic news channel. She was like, this is customizable TV. Because I asked her what it was. She's like, it's customizable. All my favorites when I was younger, I watched in here on the daily. So if you don't like black and white movies, she had like she was like, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just lay here. I'll talk to her and not pay attention to the movie. She watched like 6 episodes of Andy Griffith, back to back to back to back to back, whistling. I'm like this shit, like, oh, and she kept doing it every time it came on. She was happy as hell, like snapping the fingers, and like she had the old lady hairstyle. I ain't shit. Why do y'all make me tell y'all these stories? She had the old lady hairstyle. Remember when the old ladies used to wear the big giant rollers, and then they would comb it out so the curls would be really big? And she had it like that. And when I was laying with her, I kind of looked. I was like laughing with her because she was short. She was like 5'1". So I'm laying on her. I'm happy to just be up on it. So I'm laying there. I'm happy. I'm like, the music ain't that bad. I happen to do like this. You know, like you lean on, like say like you got a girl that's shorter than you and you holding them and then you put your head on top of their head because they're so short. I want to do that, but we were spooning laying down. I did like this. I looked. Yo, she had a bald spot in the back, like right in the front. She had a bald spot between the curlers. And I was wondering why when we was in the thing, she had this little skull cap on her head. It was cute the way she worked it. But she had a bald spot. Like, I was like, what the fuck is that? When I seen it, I tried to play it off. She was like, oh, you see my little friend back there. Little friend? What is you talking about, little friend? Yeah, exactly. Brian is like a yarmulke. She didn't have a yarmulke. He was like a little skull cat. And I was like, what, you had cancer? Like, you got to say something because you've seen it. So I don't want to look past it because, you know, it's an elephant in the room. So next thing you know, right? She like, yeah, I think it's caused by menopause. And she kept saying everything was caused by menopause. And I was saying to myself, like, damn, menopause be messing you up like that? Yeah, it wasn't cancer, DP. That's why I said, what, you got cancer? And next thing you know, right? I'm like, okay, you can't be my girl. I mean, I'm not judging, but I'm just like, yo, I ain't never seen a woman with a bald spot like that. It was like a dude bald spot. And it was like this much hair, and like the rest of the hair was out. It was just strange how bald spot would be. Never in the history of bald spots have I ever seen a bald spot like that on a man or a woman. You know, a lot of times women get old, they have, you know, it starts getting thin. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of older women get thin hair. But I mean, just to have a bald spot there and nowhere else, I don't know if it's hereditary or what. Listen. Anyway, right? Now I'm like, okay. This ain't gonna work. Now it's like, let me see if I can get out of here. About 30 minutes passed and I'm counting the clock. I'm acting like I'm on the phone, I'm looking. I say 10:30, I'm leaving. So it's like 10:30, right? In fact, no, it wasn't 10:30. It was like 11:30 because I remember, because I was like, she kept saying, you can take your shoes off, your socks off and all of this stuff. And I was like, I'll wait. Then she's like, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna come back, or you want to go shower with me, and you know we can come back and then go to bed or whatever. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It was hard for me to just measure that, and I was like, I didn't even really want to deal with it no more because I'm like, okay, this is not going the way I thought it was going to go. This is not my type of person. I don't even want to have sex with her. I don't need to cause her any more problems in her life. And I'm being honest. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. So I'm like, I'm trying to make a way to get out. So while I'm sitting there debating, I'm like, oh, well, I mean, like I'm trying to think. And I'm like, Steve, think of something. Say something quick. You know, I talk fast. Think fast and say something. In the middle of me doing that, she just grabs me. Oh, boy, come on. Now, I ain't want the bubble no more. When I seen the ball spot, I was like, you can't hit it from the back. And she got a dome stadium right there. It messes the whole thing up. I ain't that horny. I mean, damn. Listen. While I'm talking, and I'm like, this her. Oh, boy, get up on. Come on in here. Now she's walking me down the hallway, right? Hey, what's up, Cynthia? She's walking me down the hallway. While she's walking me down the hallway, she's pulling me, and she's short. So all I see, because it's a distraction. I see it. It's just there. And like she's little, so it's going up and down. So this is all I see. Well, and I'm like, oh man, why did I have to see that? Why you didn't keep the thing on your head? Get to the shower, right? Now she still got her clothes on. So she's like, the towels are over there. And like I'm gonna tell you, guys, her bathroom was laid out and it was big, like a walk-in closet. Big. She had the kind of toilet that had the bidet next to it. I've never seen that in a apartment, but the bathroom was nice. It was pearl white, and I mean, it was spick and span. Like, man, it was nice. She like, you can go in here, right? It was like a little door on the side. In Houston, this is like a door on the side of the apartments. I mean, on the side of the bathroom door where you go in there and it's like a changing room, but it had this red heat lamp where like you could dry off. So she like go in there and take the clothes off and then meet me in the shower. I'm like, all right, I takes my clothes off, right? Now I ain't got no new drawers, no nothing. But I'm like, you know, I'm on the spot. I ain't trying to look stupid. I come out the thing with my towel around my waist, right? Now I got the towel. I come in there and I look in the bathroom. She had one of them showers that had the thing where water shoots from all over, right? Get up in there, right? Yeah, it might have been a condo. I keep saying apartment, Miss C, you right. Walk up in the bathroom. I open the door, it's steam. I can see her silhouette. She got a body. I said, yo, it ain't no way this lady like 60-something years old. I mean, that shit was right. I opened the door. Her body had marks on it like it was Frankenstein. She had a lot of cosmetic surgery. She had like no stomach. She had the bubble ×2. Her arms was right. And like from here down, minus the road, the highway, the hell, marks all under her breasts and all this stuff, she looked good. I ain't never seen nobody like that except on rap videos when they get these models from these other places that be, you know what I'm saying? She looked really good, guys. But check it out. I get in there. She had the Jiffy Pop thing on her head, and it had yellow rubber duckies on it. It was something like an old lady would wear, and it was like the shiny plastic, like galosh boots. It was a rain cap. She had a rain cap on with rubber duckies on it. Listen, she had this brush, and the brush had a telescoping handle on it, and she was doing her back. I've never seen nobody use her shit. It was just all little intangibles. I was like, I get in there. She rubbing on me, putting the soap on me, and I'm standing there like, this is some awkward shit. You know, I don't know. I said, she got that brush. I don't know if she want me to rub on her because I'm not doing it. And I was serious. I was like, yo, I'm not feeling this. And the thing that's funny is, guys, we know if it's free for the taking, we will take it. And she was offering. And I was like, I can't do it. So then she's like, my turn. She turned around. I swear to God, she turned around. She was like, you can use this if you're bashful. I did just like this behind her head. I ain't shit. She turned around. I knew where the bald spot was on her head, right? I was talking to her, and I brushed on her back for a little bit, right? And then when she was talking, I act like I was brushing where the bald spot was on her rubber ducky. she ain't know. I was like, yeah, baby, yeah. Anyway, we got out of the shower. We get back in the room. Dried off. We in the room. Now we in the room. I'm sitting there with her and we're talking. I'm telling jokes. She laughing, right? She laughing hard. And I'm doing my comedy stuff. She's screaming. Out of the blue, I hear snoring. Like she just laughed at a joke, and then 30 seconds later, all I heard was, 30 seconds passed. I looked at her, she was like, yes, I win again. I put my clothes on and I left. She lay there with a white robe on and went to sleep. I put the covers on her. I was a gentleman. I put the covers on her and I skated out of there like I left. So I left, right? I felt I did a good thing. Man, I get a call the next day. Yo, you are a pig. You left me and you stood me up. And she starts going off on me. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? I was trying to be nice. I said you was asleep. So she started going off, right? I'm like, yo, now the hood come out. I said, all right, listen, we're going to get real. You want to get real? We're going to get real. This is the problem I got with you. You're crying over the Supreme Court judges. You're sitting there eating with the mask on. You're doing crazy stuff. You didn't tell me that your body looked like Bride of Frankenstein. I mean, I'm digging in her, right? While I'm on the phone with her, instead of her arguing, right, she's quiet. This is what she did, guys. I swear. She says, say that last part again. Breathing heavy. I said, okay, she ready to cuss me out. I'm like, I ain't no punk. I'll say it again. I'm like, yo, the way you was acting, you know what I'm saying? You lucky. When I said, you lucky you messed up and didn't give me the pee. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it on here. You lucky you ain't give me the pee because I was going to really wear your ass out. While she said that, this is all you heard. Well, why don't you come over here now and say it to my face? Because the pee's talking to you now. She put the phone and she was like, listen. She put the phone down there and it sounded like somebody stirring wet pasta. I couldn't believe she did that. I couldn't believe she did that. She got turned on for me calling and cussing her out, where she put the phone down there and let me hear that she was moist. Who the fuck does that? Now that scared me. I hung the phone up and blocked her. I never went back over there. So, I mean, it was there for the taking, but I was not messing with that. Just nothing. A lot of times, ladies, when guys aggressive with a guy like a guy, that scare him off. I was like, oh my, I'm like, yo, she giving a new definition to the wet. I don't want none of that super soaker. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with it. But I left her alone over that. And that was the end of her. But that was the one story. But I'm going to tell you this other story. This other story I got, right, this is a medical story. This is when, I don't know if some of you guys in here are my age or have a lot of kids or whatever, but I had got a vasectomy after my daughter was born 6-something years ago, right? Now, when I went and got the vasectomy, I'm like, yo, I got 7 kids. My 6 boys are grown. I got this new baby with my wife at the time. I don't want no more kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be one of them people that was against getting a vasectomy because I'm like, yo, if I get a vasectomy, I might get cancer or something. Like, you know, your body's made to be natural. And, you know, I was all into that type of stuff. But after having this baby and hearing the baby cry, I be getting PTSD when the baby, I said, I can't go through this no more. So I talked to my wife at the time. She's like, yo, go get a vasectomy. I go in there and make an appointment to get a vasectomy, right? So the guy's like, the doctor was Vietnamese. And the guy says, hey, listen, before you get the vasectomy, I have to give you a test first to see if you can take the pain. I said, what? He said, you got 8 kids? You can have mine if you want. And the child support, DP. You got child support too. So next thing you know, right? I go there and I'm filling out the paperwork and all this stuff, right? Real quick, guys. My children range from 26 all the way to 7 years old. But most of my youngest, all of my boys, my original children, besides this new baby I got, they're all in their 20s. So, I mean, my kids are grown, and they're all out on their own. But I still got the little baby, little 7-year-old. But listen, I get done the paperwork, give them the insurance information. I go back there for a preliminary examination. Now, it's only going to take a second. I'm not getting the surgery. So I go back there. I go in the room with him. And, you know, he's a proctologist or whatever. Not a proctologist. What the hell? The people that deal with the urinary tract or whatever. He one of them type of thing, right? He says, all right, drop your pants. I drop my pants, he puts the gloves on. He said, if you can take this, this is what it feels like. So he grabs my nuts, right? Now, I'm going to be descriptive, but it's science. It's medical. He grabs my nuts and he grabs where my best deferens is. I don't know if y'all know what a vas deferens is. That's the tube that carries the sperm up through your body and brings it out. That's what they cut when they give you a vasectomy. He grabs the vas deferens tube and he squeezes it. And when he squeezes it, he pulls on my scrotum and twists it at the same time. I was like, yeah, urologist. Shamita, that's good. I'm like, oh. And when he let it go, only guys know this, ladies. You know that feeling when somebody hits you in your balls? Somebody hits you in your testicles, right? You get that delayed reaction when you like, oh. It's that delayed reaction pain. And that shit lasted for like 30 minutes. It was off and on. Now, I left the doctor's office, but I'm like, yo, I can take that. But like, I mean, it was hurting me later on when I left, but I told him, yeah. So I signed up to get the thing done because I ain't want to have no more kids, right? About 3 weeks later, pass. I go in there for my surgery. He like, yo, come in around, what time did I go in there for that surgery? 3:30 in the afternoon at the hospital. I'm like, why would I go to surgery 3:30 in the afternoon at the hospital when usually, you know, when people get surgery, they get it early in the morning. I did not know that. Yeah, I am very healthy, Lisa. I did not know, guys, that you're awake when they do it. I didn't know. I'm thinking I'm going in there. They're going to give me the IV with the fentanyl. I'm going to be like nighty-night. You know what I mean? Wake up. My nuts is cut. That's what I thought. I goes up in there and it's in the regular doctor's office where he did the surgery at. It was a regular, you know, the one where you got the damn toilet paper thing on the damn thing. You sit up there with the paper and it's like toilet paper up there. You know that thing they pull out, that pad, that bed you sit on, examining bed. It was simple. I go in there, I'm like, okay, I'm sitting in here, and he came in with a tray that rolled, and it was covered up, you know, with like, you know, medical napkins or something. He like, all right, you ready? I said, ready for what? I said, where do I go? What, we doing it in here? He was like, yeah. I said, well, where the oxygen? I said, you gonna give me the IV too? He like, no, it's no IV. He said, you're awake the whole time for this. He said, this is outpatient. I said, I go home today because he told me, he said, hey, it's an hour procedure. You'll be leaving the same day. I'm thinking I would have recovery from the anesthesia and all this other stuff. I didn't know I was going to be awake when he did this. Oh my God, listen. And he was so nonchalant and normal. Oh man, stop being a baby. Come on. He said, get up on the table. So I get up on the table. He pulled on. The metal part of the needle was like that long, that much needle. So we like that. It was that much needle. He said, do not move. And I'm like, yo, what kind of man do you think I am? Or what kind of man would not be scared of this? Man, he stabbed me in my scrotum with that needle, right? I don't know what the hell was in it, but it felt like battery acid. It was burning. And you know, that's your manhood. So men know when we don't move, I'm hollering. Ah, ah. He like, come on, almost done. And he stabbed me like 6 or 7 times. But after the couple pokes, I got numb immediately. So now I'm sitting there, right? Now I'm sitting with the smock on. He's like, just keep your legs straight. I said, do I got to open them? He said, no, you stand straight. He put this thing over. It was like it's like, I don't know. They probably have it in some type of examining rooms where it's a wheel, like a rod, and it has a curtain on it. So he put the curtain over my waist so I couldn't see him working. So I see the tool tray, just a little bit of the tool tray, and I can feel pressure down there. And he's moving. I'm hearing him going, and I'm hearing the tools moving. He's like, Jesus Christ. He's doing all these sounds. And I'm like, what's happening? What's it doing? I'm saying, what's it doing? Like it's a thing. I'm like, what is it doing? He's like, no, we're fine. We're fine. And I see him keep doing like this. And he's pulling, and I can feel the pressure to pulling, right? Yo. when he moved that thing out the way and pushed the tray back a little bit, because he got up to wipe his face, he said it was hot because he had these lights working behind him. He had so much blood on his hands and up here. Like, I guess he was wiping. He had blood on his mask. I guess he forgot. It looked like he was in a fight or somebody just took blood and was doing it like this on him. Now I'm scared. He's like, you got an open wound, don't move. And he's like, I'll be back over there in a second. He had a big plastic thing on his face shield. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? When he pushed the tray back and I seen the tools he was using, I'm like, ain't no way he used them. And they were all bloody. I'm like, how did I not feel that? Now I'm panicking. He calls for the nurse, right? But I'm still okay. And he's like, I got to burn the ends of your tubes that I just cut. He calls the nurse. She comes in. She has this thing. It's stainless steel, whatever it was. But it was like some type of lighter. That thing hit. All you heard was, it was like frying eggs. You heard the frying sound. The whole room smelled like barbecue. I started getting hungry like, damn, I want me some barbecue. And I could hear the burning. I'm like, how? You know, modern medicine is amazing. How do you not feel somebody burning the shit out of you with like a blowtorch type thing? So anyway, he burned the ends and all that stuff, and he sewed me up. So he tells me this. He says, okay, Steve, you're good to go. I'm like, okay. But I was tense the whole time because he kept saying, hey, relax, relax. He kept saying it. I'm like, I am relaxed. But I guess subconsciously, I wasn't. I got up off the table, right? My back, my ass, my back of my legs, even where my knees were at, was so sweaty. All of that toilet paper stuff, that, you know, stuff that they pull down on that examining bed, it was all stuck to me. The guy was like, yo, man, you sweat a lot, dude. You normally like that. And he's trying to peel it off. I didn't want no parts of that. I put my clothes back on with the toilet paper stuff hanging out. I said, When I got up and I stood up, and I guess the gravity took hold, and my balls was hurting. I was like, I got up, I was like, oh. I was like, don't worry about it. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. He was like, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. I said, just let me process this. I put my clothes on. You could hear the paper ruffling like, out of my thing. I was walking out. And when I came out the thing, I was so messed up. You got to come out. You got to go to the front desk. I done walked out the damn door and start going. They had to come get me. Mr. Stevens, come back. They grabbed me by the arms. I was out of it. I had PTSD from my nuts. I go back in there. They give me they write the prescription. I go back to the house. My wife runs to get the prescription. They give me this jockstrap looking thing. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. Go back to the house, right? Now I'm on the couch. I'm on the couch. The doctor calls me. He's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. He was like, man, you was a trooper, man. You was scared. He said, but you did good. You did good. I mean, I don't want you to have a bad experience with me. You know, I did my best. You did good. And, you know, he just give me some encouragement. Now, he says, I'm going to give you some distinct orders. He said, for 1 week, you cannot masturbate. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to look at my dick, let alone touch it. And I told him just like that. He laughed. He said, well, you'll be surprised when the anesthesia wears off and all this stuff. So he said, you cannot masturbate, can't touch yourself, can't do nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. A week passed. Now I got to go back and do the test to see if the sperm is in there or whatever. I goes in there. When I go in there, they like, yo, you got to come in this cup. I'm like, how I'm gonna do that? And they like, listen, now we in a hospital, right? So they ain't got I ain't never been to sperm bank or nothing like that. She's like, you gotta do something. Last name, I'm not gonna say, you know, a couple things about, but I thought this was cool. The nurse was attractive. So she like, yo, you gotta do something. I said, but I don't know what to do, right? And the nurse was like, okay, listen, this is what you do. Think you with me. She was playing, think you with me. And the magic happened. I said, what you talking about? She's like, you don't think I look attractive and stuff? I'm like, yeah, you're all right, you know. I go in there. I couldn't produce. So like, I left out of there. So next day, they're like, yo, you got to come back and do this test, man. So I come back. I'm like, can I do the test at the house? But they wouldn't let me take my phone in there because I'm like, if you let me take my phone in there, I'll put something on my phone and I kill myself. You know what I'm saying? This time they let me take my phone in there because they're like, we want you to dilute the sample. So put my phone in there. I'll produce everything. Come back. They're like, yo, your joint's still alive. We might have to go back in there. One of your things might came undone because I thought they knotted them, but they cut them and burned them. He was like, one of the things might not be, you know, one of your burns may not be, you know, closed. So I'm like, so what that mean? They're like, we might have to go back in there. I'm like, when? They was like, all right, we'll give you another week. If you come back with another week and you got semen and it's alive and stuff, you know, we see sperm, we got to go back in there, Mr. Brown. I go home. I pray next week that the thing is gone. You know what I'm saying? That it's gone. Luckily, I went back and did the test, and I was free. So after that, you go 3 times. After that time, I went back, and then like they wait a month, and then you go back again, and then they finally tell you, okay, hey, you all done, ain't nothing in there, because I didn't know after they cut it, you still can shoot live sperm out of you until it takes like a week or 2 weeks or something. That's why I had to keep going back. But that was crazy. It was crazy. But I survived, and that was it. But I mean, that out of everything that ever happened to me, that was one of the most horrific things. To see all of that blood and just knowing that who I am as a sexual being was being threatened. It was a mess. But yeah, man, I survived it. But I'm gonna give y'all another 20 minutes. Y'all want to go open forum for a little bit? You can go Q&A. Y'all want to do that? Or you want to end it right now? Come on, we got 56 people in here. You got the likes. Y'all ready to jet? Y'all been with me for an hour. Yeah, they told me. Yeah, you're right, Brian. They told me. They said, don't play with yourself, don't nothing. And this thing that's crazy. It seemed like soon as I had that surgery, like 2 days later, like my sex drive like took off. And I'm thinking like, you know, I'm ignorant. I don't know. I'm like, man, I got my nuts cut. I ain't gonna want to have sex no more. I'm getting depressed, and it's the opposite. It turned you up. Lisa Hall, okay, Q&A. 20 minutes, let's go. What y'all want to know? What we got? Call me, got some good ideas. Angela, you got some good ideas? Call you? All right, leave your number in the email, and I'll give you a call. Thank you for the stories. The last one almost took me out. Yeah, that first one was worse, though. Man, that chick made me hot. And I'm mad at myself because I let myself go through that. Just stupid stuff. I knew she was goofy when she did that hey and all talking. And when the mask, I should have walked out then. You emailed me already? Okay. I'll get it. I'll call you after I get off of here. Oh, when am I headed to Memphis? I'm leaving for Memphis this Tuesday coming. Yeah, the meet and greet is already set up. And if some of y'all are from Memphis, you'll see me down there. I get there Tuesday in the evening, and then I'm gonna go see some sights and some historical stuff. I'm gonna shoot some video, some really good video footage, and I'll be uploading videos like I do here. I just, you know, I'll just find a place to do it. And you know, you guys will see me Saturday. It'll probably be early, like in the afternoon. I don't want to make it real late because I only had this place for a couple of hours, you know. But this is not going to be the first time I'm coming to Memphis because I really want to follow this situation with this Tyree Nichols. I really want to follow this through, and I think that would be cool. I want to see them. I'm going to see them in real life, see what they look like up close. These 5 cops that did this. Virgo Queen starting already. See, stay off the date. You stay off the dating app, Virgo Queen. I think I saw you on there. They call you VQ on there. I think I saw that picture with the VQ on it. I was looking up the dating apps in Memphis, and I saw you on them. VQ, that's you, VQ 101? No. It was VQ 69. I know that face. YouTube? Let me find out, VQ. Let me find out. Lisa Hall said, you're praying for me. I appreciate it. I think I'll be okay, though. Memphis is all right with me. Yeah, they got caught on May 1st, I think. You know, I just want to see what that's about. I think that's when they offer them deals and stuff. Burger Queen said, yep. I'm going to have to pass on that app. I ain't messing with you. Tracy Trout said, yes, you have seen Memphis ex-police officer. Yeah, I want to see what they look like in person, like how big they are, because they look really huge on TV. Man, it would be good if I could get in the courtroom. That would be cool. Like if I could get in the courtroom and see them and then make my videos off of what I seen in the courtroom, come on, man, that would be classic. God's traveling grace, Steve. All right, Miss C, thank you. Yeah, I'll be down there, man. I'm sure. I know. I remember the name, like from doing YouTube so much and like interacting with y'all. I know your names, and I can almost put your faces with your names. Ain't that crazy? I never thought I would get to that point. So like when you come up and be like, yo, I'm one of your subscribers. I'm like, if I look at your face and be like, yo, you are, I know, but I might not remember your name until you say it, it'll click. But I'm anxious to see at the meet and greet how many people that really vibe with me on here. I see. I think that's gonna be cool because honestly, it's like being around family. As my channel has grown, I've grown with each and every one of you, especially my girl BQ over there, Burger Queen. Burger Queen keep you straight. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go in a dark alley with her or nothing, but I mean, she's good people. You know what I'm saying? I was only playing. Don't be saying that. Don't be going off like that. Don't go off for me, BQ. When I will safe travel. I am from Arkansas. You know, I traveled through Arkansas before. They got beautiful landscape out there. I was only on the highway, but you know, I'm only playing. I'm only playing Burger Queen. Chill. Don't get me. What else you want to talk about? What other questions y'all got? Yeah, they don't go to court, DP, until May. I'm saying when the trial starts years from now, when next year, whatever, I'm going to be coming down here because I think it's going to be 5 separate trials, and I might be coming to each one of them. I'm going to go to Tradarius Beans. That's what I'm going to go to. I'm going to see that parakeet-faced lawyer sweating in court looking crazy. Shit. If I was him, I would get rid of him. He scares me. That Tradarius Beans lawyer scares me. That black dude. Because the last case he did, somebody got smoked and then went back to appeal it and got smoked again. Nah. Proceeding more say, snip, snip. Well, it was, in my case, it worked out besides the trauma. But I would go through it again. I mean, now I'm older, I would go through it again. I wear my mask, but take it down when I talk to people. Miss Lily, long as me and you were somewhere and you took it off when you ate, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Because some people do take it down when they talk. You know, there's still people that wear masks out here. I just stopped wearing mine. Honestly, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with wearing a mask. I just stopped wearing my mask like what, 2 weeks ago? You know? Get a notebook and take notes in court and auction it off and donate to Abused Children Foundation. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Where's the next meet and greet? The next meet and greet after the Memphis meet and greet? That's what you're asking me, kind lady? Sue Burt's in the house. I knew she was going to show up sooner or later. When I see that thumb, I know what time it is. Hey, Sue. Lisa Hall, Steve, are you the future of investigative reporting? No, I'm just the future of bedroom investigative reporting. You know, honestly, this used to be a stock market channel. And I'm building the website tomorrow for the stock market, Steve. But I'm getting up. Listen, guys, you guys are in here, and some people to see this. I have been hit with so many emails, and this is real rap. I have been hit with so many emails that I can't keep up. And when I say I can't keep up, I can't keep up. All these stories I'm doing, even when I see them, somebody see them before me. And it's like, I'm trying to do these shout outs, but it's like, I got to get these stories out as fast as possible. You notice I'm doing less stories a day, and they're coming out later and later during the day because I have a whole month of service work I have to do with the company that I own before I leave to come to Memphis a week early. So I got to do 4 weeks of work in 3 weeks. And that's why it's taking me so long to get these videos up. You know, it's not that I'm slipping. It's just that I'm trying to balance my job, balance YouTube, and still balance getting down there and taking care of business down there. Because I have a couple of people working with me getting this stuff done because I haven't been to Memphis since I was a child. So this is all new to me. That's why I was saying, hey, you know, a lot of stuff goes into me making this happen because I'm dealing with blind faith and having other people do things for me that I haven't even met yet. So, I mean, that says a lot about Memphis, man. Y'all some good people out there. because there's people that just want to help, just to bring me there. And the Cash App donations help too. You know, I'm in the midst of doing a video right now. You know what I mean? I've done it, but I was late getting on here. I got to just download it to YouTube. So another video is coming out after this. What else we got? Oh, when's my next meet and greet in Memphis? I don't know, but it'll be soon. It's not going to be like a year after that. It'll be sooner than that. You know, that's why like I'm coming early, because I got a lot of things I want to do and I can't cover that in 4 days. So I'm just going to stretch my time out and just turn it into a vacation and go down there, and then we'll cap it with the meet and greet before I leave. But yeah, it'll be multiple times. Like, I mean, who knows? I might come back May 1st. I don't know. I mean, I just want to see them up. You know what? Honestly, I want to meet that bald-headed reporter. The one that I did the video when he was like trying to chase the lawyer. That's funny. I want to talk to him, because if I'm doing this kind of investigative reporting and stuff like you say, it'd be cool to get notes and pointers from somebody. And that'd be cool. I'm going to send you a Kentucky Derby souvenir. When you going to Kentucky? When is Kentucky? The Kentucky Derby. When is that, Trista? I'm going to announce, Virgo Queen, I'm going to announce the place Thursday night. I'll announce that on the chat, and then they give you enough time. But the place is it's in Memphis, and I'll be all cleaned up and stuff. And I won't be looking like Stock Market Steve on here. I'll be looking like a distinguished gentleman. But yeah, I'll announce it this coming Thursday coming. Good night, everybody. The grandkids are calling me up to Netflix. Okay. Oh, DP, you live in Kentucky? Listen, I've been on here for a little bit. I got to cut the heat down. I forgot to do that before I came in here. I still got my hoodie on, and my back is soaking wet, like when I got the vasectomy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I appreciate you guys as always. And you know I love you, and I appreciate it. But listen, I'm going to start doing these live streams where every week when I do these live streams on Friday, I'm going to give you 3 options of what we can talk about. Now, over time, I will run out of these funny stories. We can't have story time forever. You know what I'm saying? But man, I do appreciate you guys, you know, looking out for me. I'm not going to announce where I'm staying, Sue Burtz. Thank you so much. But as always, like, comment, share. I do that every time I'm on the live stream. I start doing it like I'm at the end of the video. But guys, I got a video coming out after this in about 30 minutes, and that'll be my other video for the day. I got a whole bunch of videos coming out tomorrow. But guys, thank you as always for spending time with me. You guys know I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video, or well, I got a video coming out behind us, but you know what I mean. I'll just see you. You guys take care. Good night. Y'all something else, man.